We are moving on to the story of finding the oil. As it turns out that Dr. Stone is gonna go a little bit naturing, as they are one step closer in finding it, perhaps. But also time is running out, as it seems that soon there's going to be winter, because now it's autumn in the manga. Dr. Stone Chapter 94, the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer. As the team has continued taking many different photos before the winter comes, they know that once winter comes it will be difficult to see all of this. Elsewhere the ground team are struggling with that as well, but they also find chestnuts and many different things, as the rest of the farming team just keep on farming and has gotten a lot of different the things, but of course yeah, it's only Taiyu with his unlimited stamina that is not exactly bothering about this. So with the stable food, now Ryusu wants to open a 3-star restaurant or something like that, because now they need to gather protein and need to gather caviar or truffles, which Francois believes that they can gather. So they have summoned a good ally that knows the woods and the animals, and it's the cute little Suka from a long time ago. And thanks to a map section along with the glass, they managed to get to wild boars. That scene is actually kind of emotional, you know. They capture a wild boar using rope, which is 2, which by the way Kohaku is carrying like none business. But the boar's cute little piglets are following along, crying their eyes out. That is actually kind of emotional. So now they're starting to farm pigs or boars in this situation. And in order to find truffles, they can also use their noses. Elsewhere, Kohaku is actually looking at a photo which they found thanks to that thing, and it's actually revealed on why that her eyesight is so highly developed. It's usually rated 11, but it's actually because of a physical trait. It's the source of her strength is from continuing fighting in the wild. That has actually managed to awaken her eyesight to a very great level. And she suddenly says that she found a black jewel on a black smudge in one of the photos, which Senku identifies as that is the oil. Unfortunately, the photo is very difficult in scanning, but they immediately try to go around it, as many different people do in numbers, while Francois and Suka searches for truffles, at first using the boar's noses, and of course they do find it. Unfortunately, it's worth noting that while a boar and a pig has a very highly developed nose, perhaps almost more than dogs, it's also worth noting that they're a lot more greedier than dogs, meaning that what they found they will eat, so it's not exactly ideal to use boars anymore. So Suka enters the scene with Shulk the dog following the smell, and indeed they find truffles. Unfortunately, Team Oil has yet to find the oil, because the photo is too distinct. And once snow falls, there will be no trace left of the puddle, meaning that they have to find the oil now, because now it's actually a struggle against time. So Senku is just thinking that he is missing something, about the fact that Kohaku found the same picture that was identified of being held near the boar, and also the fact that Francois says that boars knows the smell of black jewel. He suddenly realizes that the trick to finding the oil may very well lie in the boar, because according to him there's an ancient story of how Sagara oil field was found in 1872. Something about wild boar was playing in the mud, and they couldn't figure out why the boars reeked of oil. And so when they released it, they found it. Elsewhere, Francois is preparing to cook one of the boars, but suddenly realizes one of them smell oil as Team Oil return and says to not cook it. I guess they're gonna now release some of their boar finds, because they are the key of finding their oils. Yeah, that's basically this chapter. A little fun with comedy, getting more involved into food interest. We once again saw animals that could talk to themselves, which was pretty funny. The boar situations was kind of amusing. Suka came back being as adorable as ever. And more than that, time is actually passing by. We all know that the time in Dr. Stone is real. I mean, winter, spring, and then summer and autumn and stuff like that. And now they are confirmed that there is autumn, meaning that they are running out of time. The thing is, though, I have no doubt they'll find the oil before winter, but they can't sail in winter either, right? I mean, the lakes may be frozen. Well, it may take a little while before they actually decide to sail away, but at least we can take entertainment from it so far. So this is basically this chapter. Give me your thoughts if you have any.